Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're hearing my voice right now because I did something very interesting today. I played Injustice 2 for the PlayStation Vita. Okay, I kind of misworded that actually. What I actually did was, via the remote play functionality of my PlayStation Vita, which I just got a couple of days ago, I played a match in Injustice 2. I'm Sub-Zero, because Sub-Zero is Bay, fighting Aquaman in a quasi-random fight. I randomized the fighter, randomized the arena, I just picked myself. So, it was interesting, because initially I had actually kind of done some practice with the Vita as a controller. My television was off the whole time, so I was using a Vita as the screen. And it took me a little while to figure out that if you tap the top left and right corners of the screen, those are your L2 and R2 buttons. So, in order to, for instance, if you were to meter burn something, a 1-1-1 conversion into ice ball, I think I said that right, with meter burn, you tap the top right of your screen as Sub-Zero is charging the ice ball in order to make it the meter burn ice ball, which freezes people, which was interesting. It took a little while to get used to, and even then I got my ass kicked quite badly. I got thrashed. I won, but I got thrashed because another thing that they don't tell you, I don't think, is that I think the resolution is still 1080p. It might be 720. No, I think it's 720. It wouldn't surprise me, though. On a small screen, 720p actually looks pretty good. But, because it runs at 30 frames per second when doing remote play for anything you play, even a natively 60 FPS game like Injustice 2, it was weird. My combo timing was way off. Shit was getting dropped left and right. And the funny thing is that I can't show you the difference because the PlayStation 4 also records natively at 720p 30 FPS, and I don't have a capture card. And because I use Share Factory, it would probably render it out to 720p 30 FPS anyway. But fighting like actual fighting, like I would be watching something from Share Factory was a bit weird because it's like, oh, no wonder I'm dropping it so much. I'm pretty much getting half the frames, if that makes any sense. Anyway, this was also edited on the Vita, by the way, for Share Factory. It didn't take me nearly as long because there aren't nearly as much usage of the L2 and R2 buttons, but it was pretty interesting to say the least. If you have a Vita and want to try a remote play, go on ahead. I ain't gonna stop you, but seriously, don't take a Vita into an online tournament because it's just gonna be bad. DFTBA, folks.